And then close your eyes or allow the gaze to soften. You get to hear my cat. Nice. And then just sit up really, really tall. You'll start to feel your body in space. And let go of the day. Start to feel the breath permeate every single cell of your body. And just take 3 deep rounds of breath. Big inhale. Smooth exhale. 2 more. Big inhale. And smooth exhale. 1 more big inhale. Smooth exhale. And just start to set an intention for practice. As you are thinking about your intention, I want you just to know that you are showing up exactly as you are. And what you're doing is you're bearing witness to whatever it is that might be arising. So this could be physical, this could be mental, this could be emotional. And whatever it is that you're noticing, just allow it to be. Whatever happens on this mat, just allow this practice to meet you where you're at. But at the same time, just do whatever feels right. As you bring your intention towards the top of your mind, just alongside the breath, allow it to guide your practice. 1 more round of breath. Deep inhale. And smooth exhale. Nice. Gently wiggle eyes open and make your way to a child's pose. So big toes to touch behind you, knees out super, super wide. Just allow the forehead to rest on the ground as you extend the fingertips out long in front of you. Just take a few rounds of breath here just to notice the entire body. Feel the hips really, really heavy as you allow the spinal column to grow really long so the fingertips continue to reach forward. It's 1 more breath. And then press into all 10 finger pads, rise all the way up to all 4s. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Nice. All right, from here, press down through the left palm, reach the right fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. And then on your exhale, you'll thread. So draw the right palm underneath your left rib cage. Rest the right ear either to the mat or to the block. And then reach the left fingertips forward, or you can create a half bind here. Keep a light squeeze to the inner thighs as you draw the hips up and back behind you. All right, from here, a little funky, I want you to bring your left leg all the way out towards the left side. So your left ankle is in line with your left hip. So it's like your left foot, rather your left leg is kind of like a kickstand, and you have a clear view of your left shin. Yeah. So from here, I want you to take your right hand, grab a hold of either the left thigh or the left shin. And then you'll use that to pull a little deeper or roll a little deeper onto your right shoulder, just to kind of like open up through the upper back. You also might roll on towards the base of your skull just a bit. You got 1 more big breath. Continue to use your left leg as leverage. Press through the foot. And then release the grip of your left leg. Nice. Bring your left palm back. And then both hands out in front of you. Keep the left leg out as is. Walk your hands towards your right knee and then come just upright. So your left leg is out kind of like a kickstand still. Yeah. Nice. So go ahead and slide the left palm down your left thigh. Reach all the way up. And then take a side bend towards your left. Continue to press, press, press as you lift up and out of your waist. Nice. Lightly press off of your left palm, rise all the way up. Nice. From here, arm come all the way out to a T. Start to reach all the way over towards the right. And then it's almost like you're taking an extended side angle. So feel the right palm come towards your left hip. Arc the left arm all the way up and over. Press through your left foot, rise all the way upright, arms out to a T. And then slide your left palm down your left thigh, take a side bend towards your left. We'll do this 2 more times. Rise all the way up, arms out to a T. Reach towards the right, and then slide your right palm towards the left hip, arc the left arm all the way up, over and around. Nice. 1 more. Reach, arms out. Slide the left palm down the left thigh, left shin, arc the right arm all the way up. Nice. Arms come all the way out to a T. Last time. Reach just a bit. Slide your right palm towards your left hip, and then arc the left arm all the way up and over. It's a little bit of oblique stuff. Nice. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Nice. Left knee comes back towards center, and then hands back to the mat. Come back to all fours. All right, let's switch. So press down through the right palm, left fingertips extend up. Nice. Exhale, you'll thread, so draw the left palm underneath your right rib cage. Once more, you'll rest your left ear either to the mat or to a block. And then crawl the right fingertips forward, or if you have a half bind, go for that. Just continue to squeeze through the inner thighs a bit as you dig your right shin down, and then draw the sit bones up and back behind you. Now, like you did on the other side, extend your right leg all the way out towards the right like a kickstand. And then glance at your right knee. You'll take your left hand, grab a hold of your right shin, or just above the knee by the right thigh, and you'll roll a little deeper on towards the left shoulder, almost as if you wanted to come onto the base of your skull, so that flat part. Use your grip as leverage. See if you can pull your chest a little closer towards the right leg. Keep pressing down through the foot. 1 more big breath. And see if you have a half bind, undo it. And then release the hold of your right leg. Keep the right leg out. And then rise back to your palms. Walk your hands back towards your left knee. And then rise all the way up. Nice. So with your right leg all the way out, slide your right palm down your right leg, right thigh. Left arm reaches. Arc on over towards the right. Gentle side bend. And then we'll go through that same sequence that we did on the other side. Rise all the way up, arms up to a T. Reach towards the left, and then draw your left hand towards the right hip, and then arc the right arm all the way up and over. Nice. 2 more times, press to the right foot, arms reach all the way out to a T. Slide the right palm down the right leg, left arm reaches up and over towards the right. Nice. 1 more time, reach the arms out to a T, and then slowly tilt the torso, left hand towards your right hip, arc the right arm all the way up and over. Inhale, arms up to a T. Slide the right palm down the right leg. Left arm arcs all the way up. Nice. Inhale, come all the way back up. Nice. Right knee to meet the left. Hands back to the mat. Come to all fours. Then downward facing dog when you're ready. So in this first down dog, take a moment, bend one knee, bend the other. And just get acquainted with the entire back body. Feel the backs of the legs, the arms, the shoulders. All right, coming to stillness. Inhale, set your gaze forward. And then exhale, feet to meet your hands. Come towards the top of your mat. Take a bend into both knees. And then I want you to wrap your arms behind your legs. So either you'll grab a hold of your wrists, you'll grab for opposite elbows, and then drive your head down. So it's kind of like a bound forward fold with your arms just behind the legs, the calves, the backs of the knees. And as you allow the head to drive down, let the belly make contact with the thighs. Feel free to shake it out, yes, no, maybe. Take 1 more big breath. Feel almost as if the sit bones want to lift a little higher. And then slowly release. Bring your hands towards your hips, elbow tips point up. Use your low belly, rise all the way up to standing, head, neck, shoulders, or eyebrows. Nice. Take a big inhale, shrug your shoulders all the way up towards your ears. And then open mouth, exhale, let it go. 1 more time, inhale, shoulders shrug. And then open mouth, exhale. Nice. Inhale, arms extend all the way up and overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, hinge at your hip. Halfway lift, look forward, lengthen. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms extend all the way up towards the ceiling, upward facing salute. Then exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Nice, halfway lift, look forward, lengthen. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms extend all the way up towards the ceiling, press through both feet. Nice, then exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Halfway lift, look forward, lengthen. And then exhale, hands flat, step the right foot back, lower the right knee down. Inhale, low lunge, Ardha Anjaneyasana, arms reach and extend. And then exhale, hands frame your left foot. Tent up through the fingertips or utilize blocks, books, water bottles. Exhale, shift the hips back, half splits proud. So the left leg doesn't have to straighten all the way. We'll do this 2 more times. Rebend through the left knee. And then exhale, shift your hips back. Nice, once more, inhale to rebend. And then exhale, shift your hips back. Nice, once more, inhale, rebend. And then exhale, shift your hips back, hold here. See that the right hip is roughly over the right knee, so you might need to wiggle the left heel forward a bit. Walk the hands underneath so that they're underneath the shoulders. Tent up through the finger pads as needed. Draw your left heel to meet the right knee forward towards the top of your mat. And then stay here if this works for you, or walk your hands to the outside of your right leg any amount. So a little bit of rotation getting into the side body as well. You can bring your gaze past the left shoulder if that's okay with your neck. But keep the action of dragging your feet to meet each other, rather the heel and the knee. 1 more big breath. Nice. Walk your hands back to center if they were off to the left. Rebend through the left knee. Hands flat to the mat. High plank. Inhale, breath. And then exhale, lower all the way down. Come in towards Cobra, Bhujangasana. Lift just your chest, little to no weight. Squeeze the elbows towards the center. And then exhale, release. Sweep your palms back behind you. Then inhale, lift the arms, chest, legs, Shalabhasana, locust. Continue to drive the pubic bone, pelvis down as you squeeze the triceps, inner thighs together. 1 more breath. And then exhale, release. Slide your palms to your shoulders, tuck your toes. Press up to a tabletop or plank. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Big inhale breath. Smooth exhale breath. Right leg extends. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands, lower the left knee down. Rise up, high lunge, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana, arms reach. Nice, draw your right hand towards your right hip. Once more, lengthen through the left. Take a gentle side bend over towards the right, nothing super deep. So it's almost as if you're bumping your left hip all the way out towards the left. Then from here, I want you to bend your left elbow, hook it to the outside of your right knee, allow the right palm to join. So you're coming into a revolve low lunge. So instead of just allowing the left arm to be really heavy, I want you to dig your left tricep down so you can press into your palms, draw the right shoulder a little further back, and then open up to the chest a little more. 1 more big breath. And then exhale, hands frame the right foot, step forward to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. And then fold forward, exhale. Inhale, arms extend all the way up towards the ceiling, upward facing salute. And then exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Halfway lift, look forward, lengthen. And then exhale, hands flat, left foot back, lower the left knee down. Low lunge, Ardha Anjaneyasana, arms reach and extend. So lift up and out of your waist, dig down through the left shin. And then exhale, hands frame the right foot once more. Tent up through the finger pads or prop your hands onto something. Exhale, shift your hips up and back. Straighten through the right leg, nothing super big. 2 more, please. Rebend through the right knee. And then exhale, shift your hips back. Nice, 1 more. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, shift your hips back, hold. From here, you just take a peek just to see that the left hip is over the left knee once more. So you're not fully extended towards Hanumanasana, and you're also not shifted too far back where the bum is near the heel. Adjust by scooting the right heel forward a bit, flexing the toes towards the face. Feel the action that you're dragging everything towards the center, so you make a little bit of a wrinkle in the mat. Stay here if you did so other side, or you walk your hands towards the outside of your right leg, any amount. And then feel a little more sensation through the back of your right leg, a little bit of the outer hip, and keep the squeeze through the inner thighs. Okay, you got one more deep breath. You're off to the right, come back towards center, rebend through the right knee, and then step back, high plank. Nice, inhale breath. Exhale, lower all the way down. Once more, Cobra Bhujangasana, lift your chest. Squeeze everything tightly towards the center, dig the tops of your feet. Exhale, undo it. Sweep the palms back behind you, Shalabhasana locust. Arms, chest, legs, lift. Continue to draw the fingertips back as you pull the shoulder heads back. Exhale, slowly release. Palms in your shoulders, tuck your toes. Press up to a tabletop or plank. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg extends. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands, lower the right knee down. Find your low lunge, Ardha Anjaneyasana, arms reach. Dig down through the right shin. Front ribs draw in. Left hand, left hip, reach. Then tip on over towards your left. One more breath in this side bend. As you're ready, bend your right elbow, hook it to the outside of your left knee. Left palm joins. So same thing here. To allow the left shoulder to draw up and back in space, your right elbow is acting as leverage. That has to dig down into something. So your chest can, one, open up, and two, the left shoulder has a little more space to draw a little further back. It's almost as if your right rib cage wants to come all the way up towards the ceiling. Visualize that. Last breath here. Nice. Hands flat to the mat. Step forward, right foot to the top. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Then fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms extend all the way up towards the ceiling. Press through both feet. Nice. Slide both palms towards your heart. Release your hands to your sides this time. Nice. Inhale, arms extend all the way up. Then exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Halfway lift, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, hands flat, step back, high plank. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, your choice, chaturanga or lower all the way. Up dog, cobra or locust. Exhale, draw the hips up and back, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Deep inhale breath. And smooth exhale breath. One more, big inhale. And smooth exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. And then exhale, feet to meet your hands, top of your mat. Halfway lift, really long spine. Then exhale, fold forward, release. Nice. Inhale, sit down low, Utkatasana, chair pose, fierce pose. Arms extend all the way up and overhead. Just draw the seat down and back as you draw your hands towards your hips. Shift weight into your left foot. Draw your right knee towards your chest, then right ankle up and over your left thigh, sit down low. Okay, so you've got a nice standing figure four. Beautiful. Nice. Continue to draw the seat down and back. And then with control, drop your right palm down towards the ground, tent up through the finger pads here. Feel as if your left hand and your right foot will kind of sandwich together. So take your left hand and then place it towards the arch of your foot. And I want you to press into that foot. At the same time, you're pressing the ground away from you, pulling the chest forward with your right palm. Feel the outer right hip as you allow the right knee to sink a little further down. All right, you got one more big breath. Use your low belly strength. Keep this figure four shape. Rise all the way back up. Nice. From here, take your right peace fingers. Grab a hold of your right big toe. And then with one fell swoop, sweep the right leg all the way out towards the right. So standing hand to big toe pose. You can always keep the knee bent. Grab a hold of your shin as well. Nice. One more big breath. Track the right knee a little further back behind you. Open up through the hip. And then right knee back towards center. Float the right foot down. Shake it out. Nice. All right, we'll do the other side. Inhale, sit down low, find your chair pose, Utkatasana. Then lift your left knee, draw your hands towards your hips, left ankle up and over the right thigh, sit down low. Keep the left toes flexed as you continue to draw the seat down and back. And then once more, allow the left finger pads to come down towards the ground. Take your right hand towards the arch of your left foot, press into your left foot. So find a little resistance here. As you press into your foot, see if you can press your foot back into your hand. Sit the hips a little further down and back. As you pull the chest forward, gaze forward a bit. Okay, you got one more smooth breath. And use your low belly strength. Lift your torso, come back, but keep this figure four shape. Nice. Take your left peace fingers, hook them around your left big toe. Once more, with one fell swoop, sweep the left leg all the way out towards the left. Right arm can come out like a counterbalance. Nice. You can always keep the left knee bent and grab a hold of your shin as well. But wherever you are, track the left knee a little further back in space. Open up through the front of the hip, inner left hip. Last deep breath. And then left foot back, rather left knee back towards center. Float the left foot down, shake it out. Nice. Inhale, arms reach all the way up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands flat, step back. Optional vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Up dog, cobra, or locust. Exhale, draw the hips up and back. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale, breath, fill it up. And smooth exhale, breath, let it go. One more, big inhale. And smooth exhale. Nice. Inhale, right leg up. And then exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Set up for your warrior one. Left foot in a bit, turn the toes out. Arms extend all the way up and overhead. So lift up and out of your waist as you sink down low through the right knee. Okay. Continue to suck the front ribs in as you interlace your hands behind your low back. Draw the shoulders up, down and back, pull back, slight back bend. And exhale, bow forward, right shoulder top of inside of your right thigh. Draw the arms all the way up and overhead. So as you have your hands interlaced here, feel as if you're driving the heels of your hands, so the meatier part of your hands closer together. If this feels a little pinchy for the chest or the shoulders, you can give yourself more space, grab for the hem of your shirt as well. One more breath. And then legs stay as is, release your hands, frame your right foot. Walk the left foot in a bit, and then straighten through the right leg to the best of your ability. Touch up through the finger pads or prop your hands onto something as you fold down towards your right shin. Take one more deep full round of breath. Pull the right hip back, drag the left foot forward. Nice. Inhale, rebend through the right knee, step the left foot back, and then press down through the left palm, reach the right fingertips all the way up. Okay. Keep the hips nice and high. Beautiful. One more breath here. Listen, set your right palm to the inside of your right foot. So both hands are to the inside of your right foot. Turn and ground the left foot flat. And then all you're doing is you're walking your hands towards the left edge of your mat. Your hands will come off of the mat. So it's like you're in a hybrid between down dog and warrior two, or rather a lunge. Keep the hips lifted. Press the ground away from you. And then drive your chest down. You can tent up through the finger pads if you'd like to give yourself a little more leverage, but at the same time, feel almost as if you're dragging the ground towards the mat, and then the mat towards the ground by the finger pads. Just one more breath here. Just walk your hands back to frame your right foot, step back, optional vinyasa or straight to down dog. Up dog, cobra, or locust. Exhale, shift the hips up and back, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, breath. And smooth exhale, breath. Awesome. Inhale, left leg up. Then exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Set up for warrior one, right foot in, turn the toes out, lift up and out of your waist. And then once more, see that you have like a 90-ish degree angle through the left knee as you reach up. Once more, feel both sides of the waist really long. Then you'll take the opposite grip that you did other side. So interlace your hands. Draw the shoulders up, down, and back. Pull back. Exhale, bow forward. Humble warrior, bound warrior. Left shoulder, top of inside of your left thigh. Continue to lift up and out of your waist. So as you drive the head down, knuckles drive all the way up and over towards the top of your mat. Last big breath. Awesome. Leg stay as is once more. Hands frame the left foot. Walk the right foot in a bit. Straighten through the left leg to the best of your ability. Keep the right heel flat. Tent up through the finger pads. Walk them back underneath your shoulder. And then lead with a really long spine down towards the mat as you fold. See if you can pull the left hip back a bit. Draw the right hip forward. Nice. One more breath. Keep the right palm flat. Rebend through the left knee. Step the right foot back a bit. Lift the left palm all the way up. Take an easy twist. So hips stay nice and high here. As you actively press the ground away from you, keep the torso lifted. Nice. Go ahead and bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Once more, spin the right foot flat, and then walk your hands off your mat, off towards the right. Then continue to walk the hands as far forward as you can, and then drive the chest down. Keep the hips lifted as you maintain the lunge into your left knee. So once more, you can think about this as a hybrid between a down dog and a lunge. See if you can send a little more weight to the baby toe edge of your left foot as you drag your palms towards your mat and then the mat towards your palms. I kind of like to claw the ground, so you can go for that as well. One more deep breath. And then walk your hands back to frame your left foot, step back, optional vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Up dog, cobra, or locust on your inhale. Exhale, draw the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale, breath fill it up. And smooth exhale, breath let it go. Nice, one more big inhale. And smooth exhale. Nice. Inhale, gaze forward. And then exhale, feet to meet your hands. And then come to a seat, come to sitting on your heels. Nice. So a little bit of opening up through the chest. As you come to sitting on your heels, I want you to walk your hands back behind you. So almost as if, what is it? This is kind of like hanging out at the beach at the park, but not. But just, you know, nobody really sits like this, but that's like kind of where I'm going with this. All right, from here, I want you to tent up through the finger pads and then squeeze your shoulder blades together, soft bend into your elbows, drive the elbows together, and then lift the chest up. You can either stay here, or if you need a little more extension through the fronts of the hips, lift the hips up. So it's almost like camel at a different angle. Take one more big breath, squeeze the glutes and your thighs. If your hips are lifted, lower them down first. While the chest is lifted, walk your hands back. Use your low belly strength. Rise all the way back up. Nice. Let's take a round of breath. See where it's at. Wonderful. Go ahead and swing the legs out to one side. And then come to a seat. Okay, great. Go ahead and grab your pillows and your blanket, towel if you've got it. Nice. All right. So I'll have you set up in a little bit of like a pretty, well, not a little twist. It's a pretty intense twist. So just take it where you can. And then if you need a little more support, you can add the blanket. So I've got a bolster here, but just kind of visualize it's kind of like the equivalent of two of these. I want you to just set it to the outside of your right hip to start. Draw the feet kind of wide as your mat, knock them in together. Nice. So once you are here, allow both knees to fall over towards the right. Cool. So your pillows are adjacent to the, or rather perpendicular to the outer right hip. You'll lift up through the spinal column, twist towards your right, and then fold down, drape your torso over the pillow. If there's anything going on with the neck, instead of laying on your left cheek, you'll lay on the right. So there are two sides to this, and I'll call about the halfway point, and I'll have you chill out here for a few minutes. And if at any point anything doesn't feel comfortable, let me know, but I'll take a peek every so often just to see you're doing okay. So allow the belly to be soft, allow the torso to be soft, allow the head to be soft. As you feel a little side body opening, gentle rotation through the low back, mid back. You can allow the forearms to rest wherever they rest, or you can wrap the fingertips around one of your pillows.
What was that? Sorry, you can hear him too.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to him. Are you doing okay there?
Yeah, I'm still in the twist. Are you saying you said to grab the pillow though?
If it feels a little too low.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Okay, fabulous. You're doing great.
That's obviously including there. So.
Start to take 3 deeper, slower breaths. And then whenever you feel ready, slowly peel yourself off of your pillow. And then come back up to seated. Nice. And then all you'll just do is you'll bring your pillows to the opposite side and then just go ahead and swish the legs to the left. So both knees will point towards the left. You'll bring your pillow perpendicular to the outer left hip. Sit up really, really tall, twist towards your left, then drape your torso onto your pillows. So once more, if anything's going on with the neck, you'll lay it on the left cheek as opposed to the right. Otherwise, that's fine. You'll just lay on the right cheek. So either bent elbows or you can wrap the fingertips around the front pillow. Gently take 3 deep full rounds of breath. Feel the breath fill up the lungs all the way to the chest as you deeply exhale. And then whenever you feel ready, peel yourself off of your pillows. And then come back up. So depending on how soft your pillows are, you might need your blanket, but stack both of them on top of each other. So I've got both of them here. You'll bring your legs out to Upavishta Konasana, so seated wide angle forward fold. If the pillows are a little low or they're like really soft, then you'll take your blanket and kind of stack it. You might roll it a little bit. And then scoot it far enough away that when you fold, the spine isn't rounding and it's not underneath your chest like this, but more or less your forehead is supported and you can fold down and just kind of let the arms be heavy. So I also don't want you to be breathing into your pillows, so scoot them far back enough that you, one, feel supported, and two, that you can breathe still. And if there's any pull on your low back at all, just take a bend into your knees a bit. So it's almost as if you're dragging your heels toward your sit bones. Continue to register your body in space, feeling whatever it is that you're feeling right now. And continue to keep a sense of heaviness through the hips, through the legs, through the torso. And begin to take a few more deep, fuller breaths. Just notice how the breath fills the lungs as you allow the exhales to be slightly longer than the inhales. One more smooth round of breath. And vertebra by vertebra, slowly rise all the way back up. Okay, we will get set up for Shavasana. I'll have you here for 10 juicy minutes. So you'll need both of your pillows and your blanket if you want it to cover yourself. That's what I like to do, but you don't have to. Or you can roll it, place it underneath your knees if you like. So you'll take both of your pillows. I'd recommend if you've got one pillow that's a little softer to go underneath your torso. And then the other one will support your head. So you'll have enough space so that the shoulders will just come in between it, and then your arms will be sandwiched in between when your arms come out to a T. So just make sure that the pillows are close enough to you that you feel the neck supported, and then your arms out to a T are like nice and sandwiched. And then the pillow that's underneath your shoulders is basically propping up your chest. So a little bit of a back bend here, nothing super, super big. And then again, I like to place a blanket over my body, but if you'd like to roll it up for a little more support for the low back, you can place it underneath your knees. Cool. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, you can bring your arms wide out like that, yeah. And just feel like your heart is passively floating up towards the ceiling. And just allow everything that's in contact with the ground, the pillows, just to melt and integrate into the ground, past the ground. Allow the body to stay really, really heavy. But start to notice the breath as the rib cage gently expands and contracts. You're always welcome to stay here for as long as you like. But if you are ready to reawaken, just gently draw some life back into the fingers, the toes. And without any sense of urgency, just give yourself a little bit of a stretch. Drawing the arms up overhead, pointing and flexing the toes. And roll onto your favorite side. Come into a supported fetal posture. Just take a moment. Thank yourself for taking time here today to be here in your body. Lightly press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Maintain the softness in the gaze, allow the eyes to stay closed. Let's gently allow the hands to arrive towards heart center. Just begin to recall your intention. And then start to think about someone or something that you are grateful for. Offer up all of your best intentions. Thumbs to third eye center. Lifting the chin up just a little higher. Thank you for sharing your practice, your energy, your breath, your presence, allowing me the honor to guide practice. Bowing humbly to you. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so lucky that that turned into a one-on-one.
Yeah. How do you